Greetings fellow traveler, and welcome to the Enchanted Machine. Today we will be looking at a nightmarish plague encountered by the SCP Foundation. Don your gas masks and light your flamethrowers because today we will be looking at SCP-4887. SCP-4887 are numerous organisms physically identical to the larvae of western honeybees. SCP-4887 do not mature into adult bees at any point, but instead crawl constantly towards materials intended for human consumption, primarily foods and drinks, into which they bury and lie dormant. There is no known limit to the range of SCP-4887 instances' sense of direction. A single larva can detect a small quantity of food over more than 150 kilometers. SCP-4887 are impervious to physical harm, and can survive for seemingly indefinite periods of time without sustenance, oxygen, or light. These characteristics are similar to the tardigrade, or more commonly known as the water bear. These non-anomalous creatures are extremely durable, surviving extreme conditions such as starvation, radiation, extreme temperatures, and even being exposed to the vacuum of space. When ingested by a human subject, SCP-4887 affix to the wall of the digestive system and trigger massive alterations in the subject's physiology. I suspect that the larvae inject an anomalous virus into the subject's body which hijacks the body's DNA and forces extreme mutations in the body. All bones in the cranium and jaw will immediately fracture, and muscle and fat in the neck, chest, and arms will move upwards and pack itself around the face. The subject's mouth will then deform to create an opening between 2 and 5 meters in diameter, with elongated teeth spaced evenly around the edge. The subject will involuntarily clamp this opening to the ground, and its tongue will engorge and begin excavating dirt or other materials in an effort to seek organic compounds. The subject can also bite off body parts or kill while still unattached to the ground. This is considered stage 1 of infection, and full progression through the stage typically takes between 2 and 20 minutes. If the subject's tongue detects sufficient quantities of organic material, for example tree roots, soil, insects, or small burrowing animals, digestive enzymes will be released and the subject will enter stage 2, absorbing any available proteins and fibers through the lingual papillae. The additional biomass will be used to dislocate the subject's hip joints and move the legs downwards towards the shoulders, leaving the torso extended upwards towards the air. At this point the host has either died from the initial transformation in the first stage or is dead from the overwhelming pain and internal damage caused by this stage of the parasite infection. The 4 limbs, now arranged radially around the neck, will widen and expand, forming rigid sheets of photosynthetic material up to 10 meters wide and 50 centimeters thick. Analysis of tissue samples under ultraviolet light has revealed the presence of intricate fractal spirals on this material, though the purpose of these patterns is unknown, but it is theorized they are used to trap more light since the host is now permanently fixed to the ground, and will only gain nutrition from the organic matter in the soil and sunlight. The average time taken to develop these tissue structures is 30 hours post-infection. Between 2 days and 3 weeks after the completion of Stage 2, Stage 3 will begin. The subject's legless torso will engorge and take on a purplish hue as the insides are consumed by newly formed SCP-4887 instances, similar to a spore-filled sac. Hostile action is not advised at this point. The larval sac will not rupture unless provoked, but if it bursts, it will eject a highly pressurized, acidic fluid, along with several thousand more SCP-4887 larvae. Newly created instances are vulnerable to high-energy impacts, but become functionally indestructible approximately 5 hours after the sac ruptures. There are currently 430 known Stage 3 subjects worldwide.